This video is going to be describing my mindset and experiences in dealing with what's left of my social anxiety and agoraphobia. When I got really fed up with my life, I thought, what would it actually be like to face the monster? You know, the fears that we have. Like, we have our ideas of what we think it's going to be like, but what would be the reality? What if I step to it? Like, what if it does, like, I have the mother of all panic attacks and I have to crawl by it? At least I'm going to figure out what the monster actually looks like and what's behind it. I really wanted to know what was beyond the monster. So that's what got me into facing my fears and making progress. I've been on a comfortable plateau for many years. I'd say living like an average life, but for maybe a year, I've felt like there's stuff missing, like stuff to do with my individuality. There's more that I want to my days. So I've been trying to find ways of pushing myself. One thing I did was I auditioned for a play, and the whole point there was to be center of attention, get through what I need to get through in terms of what an audition is, and that was it. I just wanted to do that for the experience and see how I feel and see how I do, and also watch other people and see how they do and you know what they exude. And I got a call back. It was fun. I wasn't nervous, which is weird. It's because I didn't put pressure on myself. It was just do the audition, that's it. I didn't get the actual part, but I met some people that are, you know, more outgoing, and it was a nice experience altogether. So that is something that I can hold in my toolbox of an experience. Because of my social anxiety, it started in high school. I've been very nervous to step inside of a school since, because I think I figured it would trigger my panic attacks again, and I really didn't want to have to deal with those the way that I was living with them many years ago. But for work, I had to go into a college. I did so. I knew I had to leave early, so I purposely made myself sit up front so people would see me leave. I did do that. As I left, I started crying, and at first I wasn't sure why. I realized after a while it's something I wish I could do over. I felt bad, like I wish I could do over, you know, school and go to college and, you know, be in these kids' shoes. I can still, you know, learn things and go to college, but it was just that feeling of I wish I could do it over again. And also wanting to do more in my life. So there's a little bit of happiness in there too. The other thing I've done, I did last night, I drove to an unfamiliar place. I have a lot of anxiety driving unfamiliar places. It's about 30 minutes away from home. My GPS was not working properly, so that didn't help. I did what I wanted to do. I thought when I went that this place was going to be like you know, lit. You're going to be, you know, dancing and lots of people hanging out and having fun. I walk in and there's like 3 people just sitting there, and it was like not what I expected. I wanted to go in and, you know, maybe dance a little, meet some people, and that would have been like a big thing for me. I also want to meet new people, but that wasn't happening last night. So I sat there for a bit, and I just kind of took it in, you know, the fact that I'm not home. I was a little nervous about driving home because I didn't trust my GPS, and you know, I did make it home, and because I did have some anxiety, like it's cold here now, and we've had such nice weather that it was cold, and the cold along with my anxiety made me, like, my shaking a lot more tense. So for that little bit that I was outside shaking on my way to the car, I actually have like head to toe pain from my fibromyalgia. Like I feel like I've been hit by a truck today. But it was a very productive day. I feel good about last night. And even though it wasn't what I was hoping, it's still something. And these things that I'm doing, they're small, but you can learn from them. There's things you can take away, even though it wasn't what I thought it was going to be last night. I kind of know more of how to be when I go out and what to do. Like, be more familiar with the area without depending on the GPS for starters. And, you know, maybe trying to find like an actual event going on to meet people, or maybe finding like an event online where people hang out and then, you know, make some friends there and then meet them in person. I'm figuring this out slowly to try to get rid of the remnants of my social anxiety and agoraphobia. You know, it's weird. I'm gonna make another video on this, but I can go to New York City. I have less anxiety going to New York City than I do doing what I did last night. And I know why. It makes sense to me. I'll explain it in another video because I think I'm gonna run out of time. And I'm really tired today. But yeah, so it's exciting. It's very mellow. It's calm, but it's progress. And no matter what you do, if you think you failed or didn't go the way you wanted it to, there's still stuff you can take away from it and learn from it. And the fact that you even try, it shows strength. And you expose yourself to what it is that you fear. So whatever you do, you're making progress. And I'll keep you guys updated. I know this is kind of boring stuff. I will be doing more vlogs where I'm actually vlogging while I'm doing things, like in different settings. It just hasn't seemed worth it in the things that I have done because of how mellow it's been. But it cut me off. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.